Welcome to beautiful downtown Monument, Colorado. Many of you may not realize that so many artists and artisans and creatives live right here in Monument, Tri-Lakes area, and northern El Paso County. Today we're here at Bella Art and Frame, which is an important intersection for art collectors and art makers in Monument. Hi, thank you for having us.
Hello.
I'm here with Ethan, who is co-owner of Bella Art and Frame, which is one of the cornerstones of the local art scene. Thanks for having Peak Radar Live in today, Ethan.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
We know that the gallery is open to the public all the time, but you guys have a special invitation next Thursday, right?
Yeah, so next Thursday is the Monument Art Hop. Yeah. So it's just an event where multiple businesses in the area kind of host artists and just have a fun time for really all families to come and enjoy the artworks.
Yeah, so Monument Art Hop is the third Thursday through the summer, and September is the last chance you have this year to visit the arts community. So it's September 16th from 5 to 8, and Bella Art and Frame is one of about a dozen locations that are part of the event every month. Ethan, will you show us some local artists that you carry right here in the gallery?
Absolutely. If we come over here, we have oil painter Michael Malta in the gallery here. Michael is a resident artist here in the gallery, and he's kind of known for almost like a hyper-realism style of artwork. So he's got extreme details in every aspect of his painting, but what's unique about it is he still has a lot of brushed work in his backgrounds to let the viewer know that, yes, this is a painting, not a photograph.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's very painterly. Yeah. And Michael's part of the other event happening this week too, right? The Front Range Open Studios.
Mike is part of the Front Range Open Studio Tour. Yes.
And so is this artist.
Yeah, so if we go over here, we have artist Bonig Anthony. Again, she is a resident artist in our gallery, and she's more of an abstract style. So she's focusing more on color, shape, and texture. But they do have some themes. Like with this one here, it's pretty abstract, but she's inspired by like river rock subject matters and pieces like that. Yeah. So two completely different styles of artworks. In the gallery here, we do try and keep it pretty eclectic, collection of artworks here.
It's one of the reasons I love stopping at Bella Art and Frame whenever I'm in Monument, because they have such an incredible, diverse collection of art and incredible quality, which I hope that you can tell from our pans of this beautiful gallery. There's one more artist we want you to meet, and this is a special one. We have Nancy Bonig, who is a glass artist here in Monument. Ethan, we'll be back with you in just a minute. Hi, Nancy. Hi, we would love to see the pieces you brought and talk with you a little bit about Front Range Open Studios.
My passion,
yes.
My contribution to the arts.
Absolutely. Nancy founded Front Range Open Studios 20 years ago this year. Nancy, what inspired you to do that? You need your microphone.
Yes, I do.
Here you go.
I started it because I was a fan of studio tours, but I wasn't seeing what I wanted to see when I went to studio tours. For the most part, I was just seeing finished product, just like I would see in a gallery or an art show.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the process. I wanted to see the mistakes, see what they started with, how they had created a sanctuary of creativity that usually the public doesn't get to see.
Studios are often private spaces.
They are. It's where the artist can work without distraction and can really get in touch with their inner muse and create.
Yeah.
So when I decided to start the studio tour, it was a bit of a challenge, not so much to find artists in this area, because we have a lot of very talented artists that live in the Tri-Lakes area. I had to find artists that were willing to share their gifts with the public, to open their studios and see, this is what I started with, this is the mistakes I made, this is the music I like to listen to, this is the artwork that I have on my own walls that I collect from other artists, and it grew from there.
Oh, it's such an exciting invitation. So if you're not picking up on it, at Front Range Open Studios, you get a map and you show up at these artists' homes and their spaces they sell their work from, and you just walk right up, say hello, and see their working areas. One of my favorite memories was just parking in front of a house, walking up a driveway, and suddenly in the garage, seeing all this gorgeous wood turning work
Yes.
and the really neat tools. Which artist is that? Would put you on the spot. The amazing wood turning artist.
The Liggets.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Liggets.
yeah.
And getting to know all about wood turning, which I had never known anything about. The quality was amazing. And that's the kind of experience you have with Front Range Open Studios. You get to meet the artist on their own turf and see what they're up to.
The other thing that I think is important to me is a lot of people will look at a piece of art and they go, oh, I could do that. We give them the opportunity to put their money where their mouth
Sometimes trying it is illuminating, isn't it?
we have 12 locations on the studio tour, just about every possible different art form that you can imagine that I could talk people into doing. At 8 of those, you can be the artist. So you can try your hands at Michael Malta's studio to do watercolors. You could go to my studio.
Yes.
Now you're not going to be able to make a piece of glass like this.
Well, no.
This is the kind of glass that I sell at the Denver Art Museum, but you can see
Look
where
at those
these things are
colors
created.
and
This is acrylic
textures.
glass. You can see the process on how I made something like this. So the people will no longer ask me, well, how did you blow that glass? This is fused glass. But you also have an opportunity, if you so choose, to make your own piece of glass.
So it's a great thing for families.
Yes, yes.
And that's another thing that I really love about this event is it's a great thing for all ages, and children are invited and welcome.
Unfortunately, one of the things I've noticed is the school systems have cut back in their budgets for art education for children. And our children are blank slates. They're going to learn how the alphabet works and how to read and how to do math. But we also have to expose them to pottery and drawing and sculpture and glass and whatever else we can, then stir their juices so they become the next group of artists.
And that their neighbors do those things.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. So Front Range Open Studios, tell us the times and the invitation where people can learn more.
Front Range Open Studios is this weekend only, September 11th and 12th, from 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock each day. There's a map, there's a Google map that you can actually download on your phone that's on the website.
How useful.
And we also have the regular maps that you can either download off of the website, or we have brochures all over town or you can collect one at each artist. You just go to the first artist and you've got the maps going
so
to
it's
the other
decentralized.
artists.
You don't have to start anywhere.
It's a very small footprint also.
Yeah.
The farthest distance between the farthermost points is only 9 miles. Oops, it's only 9 miles. So it's very easy to see all these locations.
So just grab a map, show up, and begin. It's a free event, and it's a great way to meet some local creatives here in Monument and the Tri-Lakes area and get a taste of the incredible art scene here. Nancy, one final question for you. Tell me what you think is the character of the art scene here. You've been a leader in this part of the arts community for a long time. How would you describe it?
I would say it's very diverse. We have people that have been artists who have made a living for 50 years. Richard Pankratz, who had the Pankratz studio here just as you come into town. He's our godfather. He's been around for a very long time and nurtured an awful lot of artists that have come in since then. We have the Palmer Lake Art Group, which is a group of diverse artists who are also, some of them are beginners, some of them are seasoned veterans. And then we have lots of students that are taking classes from all these other artists, so we're bringing in the next generation.
Fantastic.
You may not see it, but we're all here.
They're all here,
all
and
here.
you can see it because in the coming week, the arts community of Monument is showcasing itself in 2 separate ways. One through the Front Range Open Studios, hosted by Nancy, and another through the Monument Art Hop. So let's have Ethan back on real quick. So tell us again, Ethan, about what people can expect to see at the Art Hop on September 16th.
So on September 16th, for us particularly, we feature an artist during those Art Hop months. So on the Art Hop night, we will actually have our featured artist here in the gallery, so you could speak with her, kind of pick her brain about how she does her artwork. So this particular month, we have Pamela Luisa. She's the Air Force Academy's art instructor. So it's kind of a cool way just to meet the artists and kind of get a sense of their process. I also have artists lining up around our perimeter of the building, just setting up tables so they could sell their works and their creations. I try and make it pretty festive, so we like to have food trucks. If I can have live music, we have all that as well. And other businesses do similar things. So it's not just one location. You can go from business to business and appreciate a lot of diverse artwork around town.
Well, thank you for the cornerstone that you are here in downtown Monument of the art scene and the way that you amplify so many different artists through your own work. We hope that you will come experience the artists of Monument in northern El Paso County and the Tri-Lakes area this coming week in these two events. You'll find all of the details, of course, at peakradar.com.